Hi, welcome back. My name is Laura and this is my reading journal setup video. Now, a little backstory before I explain my current reading journal. I have been reading since I can remember. Books have always been a really cool thing for me. I love getting lost in the stories that I read and trying to imagine the characters and putting myself in their shoes, and it's always been a really fun time for me, and so I've always read. Now, I've not always kept up with my reading. I didn't start keeping up with what I was reading and how I felt about what I was reading until about 2020, and even then it was very little. But in 2021 I started actually using the Goodreads goals because I started watching BookTube in 2020. Sorry for a squeaky chair. Started watching them in 2020 and discovered that, oh, you can do book goals on Goodreads. So I hopped over and I started doing that in about 2021. I also started a reading journal in 2021. Now, I don't have that attempt, and I say attempt because I did not finish it and I don't know where it is. I probably threw it away. So I don't know where that is. But in 2022, I tried this. It is a reading planner from Owlcrate. I saw, and I even forget who, but there was a booktuber who reviewed it and I thought it might be a good way to do a reading journal because I was getting really big into planners as well, and so I thought it would work. I'd be more likely to use it. Well, it wasn't. I got 2 months in and got behind, and I also realized I didn't like it because the review space is super tiny. Like, that's all you get for your thoughts, and I can write large, and I have a lot of thoughts usually about what I read. Sometimes, not always, but most of the time I have like a lot of thoughts about what I'm reading, so I didn't feel like when I would go back and flip through, it would help me remember anything about the book if I've forgotten, because I tend to read anywhere from 50 to 100 books a year, and some of them are just really quick little entertaining things and I don't remember a whole lot about them 20 books later, but I want to like remember the books that I read. So I didn't like that it didn't give me enough space to jog my memory. So then in 2020, that was in 2022, in 2023, last year, I used this. It was a gift. It was given to me. Okay, don't focus on it. There we go. It was a gift. It was given to me. I don't know where they got it. And it's not exactly my current favorite type of book because I tend to prefer softback books now, and it's a hardback. It also has lines, which have not been my favorite paper in the last 5 years, really. I tend to use graph paper is my favorite, and dot grid is my second favorite, and line paper is just meh. But I'm trying to use my notebooks the past couple years instead of always buying new ones, especially this year. So I tried using it last year, and I got to book 36 or 37. I still have them. 36. I got to book 36. And something happened and I quit filling it out. And then by the time I was like, oh yeah, I had a reading journal, I was so many books ahead that I couldn't remember in order to fill them out. So I just stopped. But I kept the paper because I think what I'm going to do instead for the past couple of years, since I have all the information on Goodreads and now Storygraph, I'm going to make collages of the books that I've read in the past couple years. And so I just saved the papers so that I could keep the book covers that I had already printed out so I didn't have to reprint them out and waste ink. But I went ahead and ripped them out because it was bothering me that they were in here and I wasn't going to get to finish the year, and so I ripped them out. But I'm still using the notebook. I'm still going to continue to try to fill it out again. We'll see how far I get this year. I think if I make videos about them, I'm more likely to keep up with it. I hope. That's the thought and the intention anyway. So let's go to the top down, the view from the top. However you want to say it, where you look down. We'll go to the table. We'll go to the table shot and you can see what I've done with it. And there will be a time lapse at the end of the video of me decorating the pages if you are interested in that. Otherwise, just stick around for the flip through. Thanks. So this is my reading journal. I made this teeny tiny little page in one of my notebooks because I thought I was going to use it as a reading journal in 2021, and I didn't end up doing that. So I cut it out and collaged it into here for 2023 or 2022. I was going to use this in 2022 and didn't. And so then I put it in here for 2023 in a collage, and I'm just leaving it because I do really like it. Because I cut out all of these pages, I cut out some of them, I ripped some of them. There was like a little gap between the beginning of the book and the pages, so I just tipped this page in because it was the front of a page that I had started for 2023 and didn't finish it, so I tipped it in and then glued it to this page so that it would stay, because I really liked the collage that I did on this front piece. Alright, so for 2024 I just gave it a cute little design. Let's try and get a little more zoomed in. And so I just went to my scratch paper stack and I had some of these decorative paper pieces from other crafting projects. Oh my god, my brain. From other crafting projects, and did some stickers and just put 2024 on it. I made an index because I would like to go back and read, like if I'm reading series and it takes me a while to get to the next one, I would like to be able to go back and read a summary of the one that I've already read. So that's why I decided to go ahead and do an index, because I don't normally do indexes when it comes to like book journals, bullet journals, art journals. I don't normally do indexes, but I thought I would try for this. And because I normally read a lot, I gave myself 6 pages. So 2, 4, 6, 5, no, 2, 3, 4. I gave myself 5 pages because that's right, I decided to add this in here. So I had given myself 6 and then started on this and then realized I had 4 more things that I wanted to track, but I had already started this page. So I used one of my index pages. So that is what happened. But I wanted to mark how many books I reread, how many were new, how many I DNF'd, and then throughout the year I'm marking my purchases, which again I'm hoping I don't buy any physical books for the first 6 months, but ebooks and audiobooks are okay as long as they're a book that's already on my want to read list or they're for a book club. Those are the only 2 reasons I can buy an ebook or audiobook for the first 6 months of 2024. But these are just going to be like little hashtags, hash marks, not hashtags, hash marks, which I need to go in and fill this in. Let's do that now. Is this the pen? I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going to start using my, this pen is going to be my reading journal pen now. I'm trying to use my fountain pens a bit more, and so I decided that this fountain pen was going to be dedicated to this book. And so the other book I finished was an ebook. It was also from Libby. I totally clicked my tripod. Okay. So now we're to the pages where I track if I read it in paperback form, hardback form, ebook, audiobook, if it came from the physical library, if it came from Libby app or the Hoopla app, or if I already owned it. So I'm just tracking all of that. Then I am wanting to tackle the rest of Brandon Sanderson's books this year. I do not think I'm going to get all of these done this year. It would be great if I did, but I don't know if I will. However, I have started The Way of Kings and I have started Tress of the Emerald Sea. I'm further along in Tress than I am in Way of Kings though. And then for my current local book club, I'll be keeping track of what we read throughout our time together. And then I started a January page, and my TBR is going to be on the monthly page. And I'm doing that because I forgot to put a page in the beginning for that. I just went from January and then immediately started doing my entries because I had already read 2 books by the time I started this. So I wanted to go ahead and put them in before I forgot because I didn't want to get behind at the beginning of the year. So I'm trying to make it a habit to where if I finish a book, then the next morning when I do my journal and planner things to go ahead and put the entry in. So I'm trying to make it as much of a habit as I can make it now. But that's really it. That's all that I have. It's very simple because I need it to be simple. And I really like tracking data. So that's also why I use Storygraph and instead of just Goodreads. So that is that. And if you would like to stick around for the time lapse, it is about to start. If you do not, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for watching this video. I hope that you stick around for other videos that I put out this year. I am trying my best to have a video every Monday and either Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm trying to do 2 a week currently. We'll see how that goes. But make sure that if you would like to see them that you subscribe and hit the notification bell, since I don't know that I can keep a schedule currently due to health reasons. But I enjoyed making this, I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. What books or book goals do you have? What books, let me start that over. What books would you like to read this year? What book goals do you have, if any? You can leave them in the comments below and let's chat. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.